Oh yeah. To me, it's feeling a lot looser. Yeah, he would have found a lot of this uncomfortable at first. Now it's, as I work it, I can feel it letting go mostly. So it's like I said, good pain rather than bad pain. If I'd have worked deep into his shoulder at first, it would have been bad pain.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have been able to stay still. I would have just been squirming off the table.
And there's a biological reason for that, is because you know that it's not doing you any good, you know? You know, you intuitively know what is good and bad pain, you know? See, we're bringing it up way above his head now, and now I just want to. This band's still a little bit tight in it. And if that's not letting go, then it's probably still a little bit of that inner thumb band that's tight. So we can come back and trace that to where it's holding. Yeah. So his worst band up here is still where we were having a little bit of trouble. It was just a little bit too painful for him for me to kind of get in there, which may mean I just have to do one more session later. It was a little quick there. And I may even come back in, because this inner thumb band, which is coming all the way up into here, it must still be held. I got to figure out where is it held. So I come back to the very end,
and do more intense exploration. How's the pressure?
It's okay.
Okay. Just hold it like that, let you breathe into that. And I'm going to do very small steps.
Just about to like that.
Okay. I'll let you just breathe into that. And as I was saying to you guys before, sometimes it's around the curve that like where it curves around the nail bed that it seems to get caught a lot. I think that might be the case here. So because it's still held in here, it's just not letting go higher up. But the question will be maybe, there comes a point where somebody might have had enough for today, you know? Yeah. So if he has, then we just leave it for another treatment, you know? Otherwise, I don't like tension beating me. But it's more up to him than me. You ready for a little bit more, or do you feel like you had enough?
I feel like I'm probably nearing the end. Of
yeah, the thumb.
area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do like another minute.
And I think for me, I could handle doing a longer overall session.
Yep.
But I would almost prefer to go to like the other arm just to kind of let that settle a little bit. Even if you don't have the satisfaction of, okay, this, like
100%
released.
released, yeah.
But that's where I think I'm also like very understanding that it's multiple sessions and over time.
Yep.
So I'm not concerned about trying to like fix
Get
it
it all
today.
in one go, yeah, exactly. Still feel like there's a deeper joint that needs to go into place here as well. And I think that's the last bit that's going to that arm. Let's also do some assisted belly breathing. Big breath. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'll also just help get rid of a little bit of stirred up tension. And we can just see, oh, we got a nice deep. Sometimes just working one arm can then help get more, allow the rest of the body to relax a little bit more as well. Yeah, that toe's gonna feel how that's good. That's what I call a stubborn. That's going to need a bit of time. Yeah. That is a whole lot more work. that's another day's work there. Yeah. But do you guys want to have a feel of his arm on one side compared to this side? And that was his worst side, for sure.
that one area.
Mhm.
Yeah, where everything was.
Yeah, there's one area that's still just holding out.
And you're able now to move the arm up there. But were you able to do it before, or was it painful initially?
I don't remember exactly with this, but overall, like when you were moving it around,
Yeah.
like it felt much more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, that's an hour or whatever, you know. I mean, we got a bit done. I felt good. We made some good progress, but there's still plenty of work left to be done. It's also good just to, you know, let people know what you've done and what needs to be done, so that, you know, they still know. Okay, I'll be like, yeah, we didn't, you know, I didn't want. Sometimes I'll just say I didn't want to go too hard on that, you know. And you can see, you know, there's still some tension here. But it's, you know, a lot of these are a lot looser than what they were. They were all really like guitar strings. Now they're the main one that's like a guitar string is that one. Yeah, but the other ones have kind of released a lot. There's still some. But yeah, I mean, he's getting pretty good movement now with that shoulder. So yeah, and then we could have a quick feel of his neck and head, and we'll finish him up for now. How do you feel?
Pretty good overall.
Are your feet cold?
They're okay.
Yeah. Because the other thing we noted at first was the tightness in his jaw. So I want to have this still feels very tight. We'll work that a little bit. Just need to open your jaw again. Yeah, still. So when the jaw's tight, I also like to work the ear quite thoroughly, like really holding points in here. Because interestingly, between, like I said, these 2 points, there's the ear. And turn his head like that. Stretch him, and then we can get right up into here as well. Pressure okay?
It's kind of on the edge there.
Okay.
So when you work somebody's hand or thumb or something, and they usually have the neck tightness, so that goes away.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still need to kind of work it, but all the roots of the tension are down there. So when the tension doesn't have roots, it's kind of like I call it like floating tension. It means you work it and it'll actually let go. Whereas he was saying before, therapists were working in here, they'd work him hard, but he would just feel sore. And that's because the roots are still there. So we still need to come in here and work it, but if the roots are in there, it's not gonna. You're gonna cause bad pain rather than you know, you could get all enthusiastic. I call it getting all gung-ho or getting all yang about it, but it doesn't work. You know, I've tried it, I've been there, I've done that. Yeah, it doesn't work. It just makes people sore and more likely to bruise. They're like, people can be a little bit sore from the chopstick work, you know, but it only should last a day or two at the most, you know. And it'll be just like, oh yeah, that spot's tight or, you know, or sore. But yeah, he's now feeling more tight on this side than he is on the other side. So we've taken this is now his tight side, like all through here is like, yeah, like you feel the difference even.
I could see how it's more on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
He's all shifted now.
Yeah, like in here is like soft compared to this, you know. So yeah, we made progress, and even look at how his arms hanging compared to this one, you know. There's quite a bit of difference. So, but you know, there's still, I mean, you know, to do his whole body at least 20 hours, you know. You know, because his feeders, they're pretty tight, you know. And that's going to create that belly tension. That's going to add to some of this tension coming up into his head. You know, it's a. But you know, when you think about it, like people when they're renovating a house, you know, it's not a 1 hour job. You know, you think, oh, I got to fix the foundations, got to fix the roof, oh, the ceiling, I got to do the lights, got to, you know, you see human beings a bit like that too. All right, so I think I'll let you rest, but even have a quick feel of his hand compared to that one. This was way looser too to start with. But if you feel it now, it's sort of like that thumb feels.
It's getting stuck, like it's not. It's really one area, it's like, I mean, this one is like,
Yeah.
the feeling of everything
Yeah.
is so much better. You
Yeah,
almost have a
circulation.
blood flow, and this
Yeah.
is like stuck like.
Yeah, so that's kind of what you're doing is basically you're you know, you're getting some percent out, you know. I may not have got 100% out of his thumb, but I got a large part out of your thumb, and then I got some out of the fingers, but his hand, your hand would need another session, you know.